Hey guys, it's Trail over at GOHUNT. Today is actually one of my very favorite days of the year, and that's because it's official launch day for the brand new Mathews bows. I was lucky to get one of the brand new bows a few weeks ago, and I've had a chance to set it up and tune it and put a ton of arrows through it in the last few weeks. And I mean, it sounds cliche, but this bow is absolutely the most dead in my hand, quietest bow I've ever shot. And I know they say that every single year. I know I've said that before with previous bows. I've got the V3X from last year. That bow was phenomenal for me. But legitimately, in total, truthfulness, this bow is the most vibration-free, dead-in-the-hand bow I've ever shot. It's been an absolute pleasure to shoot. I just want to run you through some of the features and just kind of note the things that they've built into this bow to make it so smooth and so vibration-free and so quiet. All right, so this is the brand new Mathews PHASE 4. This is going to come in two different models. You have a 33-inch axle-to-axle and a 29-inch axle-to-axle. Brace height on this 33-inch bow is going to be 6.5 versus 6 inches on the 29-inch shorter axle-to-axle model. IBO on the two bows is going to be 335 and 340 feet per second, so it's very similar to last year's bow. Some of the biggest changes in this bow that you're going to see is going to be in the limbs and then in this brand new stabilizer system they've built in this bow. If you look at these limbs, you can actually see that those are 4 separate limbs. So you've got a dampener built between each individual limb. They're calling that resistance phase dampening, and you can see that on both the bottom and the top limbs. There's actually a total of 8 limbs built within this bow. What that's going to give you is an extremely quiet, vibration-free bow. It's been really interesting for me switching back and forth between my V3X from last year and this new PHASE 4 bow. I can tell you, honestly, this bow is significantly quieter. It significantly has a whole lot less hand shock. It's noticeable. And what that's going to give you, like I said, it's going to give you a quieter bow. You're going to be that much more stealthy on the shot, and you're going to be that much more effective with a whole lot less vibration through the bow. Moving down to the stabilizers, you can see here this is a unique and brand new stabilizer system for these guys. They're calling it the bridge lock stabilizer system. You can see that the stabilizer actually fits right in the riser, just like last year when they introduced the bridge lock technology into this sight. You slide the sight right through the riser. Same thing with the brand new stabilizer setup. The stabilizer is actually adjustable in half-inch increments. What that allows you to do is to really tune the bow by simply moving this stabilizer in and out of the riser. And you can actually tune this bow both for vibration, sound, and balance. In talking with the designers over to Mathews, those guys have pointed out some things that I hadn't really ever thought about with a traditional stabilizer setup. With a traditional stabilizer, you've got an extremely stiff carbon fiber rod, you have an aluminum end cap, you have a bolt that runs into the bushing, and you can see that this bow still has a bushing and you can still run a traditional stabilizer. But with all those individual parts and pieces in a traditional stabilizer, you're introducing things that can cause more sound, more vibration. The weight of those stabilizers can be a little bit different. Ultimately, what you want is the bulkier weight out here to the end of your stabilizer. You want this rod to remain stiff, and you want to eliminate any kind of parts and pieces towards the base of the stabilizer, which this system does. It simply slides right through the riser. You've got a quick detach here. You just simply unscrew that and it fits right inside the riser. So it's way quieter, it's way more efficient. Another great thing about this stabilizer is that when you want to stow this bow, you just simply loosen this, slide your stabilizer back to a point where you can simply fit it in your bow case. So you don't have to completely detach and take off the stabilizer anymore. The back bar bracket on this bow is very similar. It's got a lever here that cinches down on the stabilizer bar. You can simply pop that out, take it out for easy stow. The great things about this new bridge lock stabilizer system is that it gives you the ability to tune your bow, both for vibration and noise, and also balance. It also allows you to very easily stow, and it also provides a real solid connection the way that this is connected right through the riser. One other interesting thing about this brand new stabilizer system is that if you look at it, there's no end bolt that runs through the weights into the carbon fiber bar. This is a brand new system for Mathews. It's got kind of a dove locking groove system in these weights. You can actually stack as many weights as you possibly can together to get the perfect balance for you, and there's no bolt that runs through that. So essentially you've eliminated any bolts, any points of contact that can cause noise, cause vibration. I can tell you that this is extremely stiff, it's extremely well balanced, and overall it's very quiet and vibration free. So with the Phase 4, I get pretty much the best of both worlds. I get a 33-inch axle bow that's fast, smooth. It's got the switch weight cams just like last year's bow, which gives me again the ability to pick my lead off, either 80 or 85%. I can also pick poundage, anything from 60, 65, 70, or 75 pounds just by changing out the mods. This bow holds extremely well, very similar to my V3X from last year. But this bow is a whole lot quieter and there's a whole lot less vibration through this bow. Overall, in talking to the designers over there, it has as much as 36% less vibration than previous models, and it's up to about 13% quieter, which is significant. I can tell you, when you guys get a chance to get to your local Mathews Pro shop and shoot this bow, it's going to blow your minds at how much quieter and the amount of hand shock in this bow. It's very, very minimal. I'm going to do a whole bunch of shooting with this bow at home. We're going to do some stories, shooting at the range. I'm going to switch back and forth and do some slow-mo, so look for that via our social stories. But guys, check out the brand new Mathews Phase 4. It's going to be an incredible bow. I cannot wait to see what I can do with this bow in 2023.